They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They believe they can run right here. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. To the running back. Trucks through the defender. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so nice as an explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. Touchdown, Knights! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense is being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Randall. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Hurtado. A couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with... There he goes! Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Back to throw. It's Applewhite. They've got the screen set up. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down.
Timeout, UCF.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry-up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Bodiford. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They punt it away on 4th down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry to the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to scramble. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run the toss. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Coming up.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Nittany Lions will try to move the chains on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better, sir.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Grabbed over the middle, it's Murray. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Murray. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Murray. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, UCF! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This is one of those games where you got to make every single possession count. You got to give the offense credit. Did a nice job executing. If they hit this extra point, they're going to take a touchdown lead into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Knights headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up looking. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. It's a draw. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off play action. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking for a crease. It's Ware. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He'll ride his man on the option. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They want to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and next going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Knights are on the move. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The Knights in the hurry up. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights line it up with a first and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Hurtado. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hurtado. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.